Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs there, and before we start this, one thing I want to say is, raw. What's going on, fam? Allow it, man. Why you shouting, man? Anywho, damn these earphones. One thing I want to say is, bro, this reducing the grades for everyone is bullshit, bro. How is my man, Mini Man, gonna get from an A to a D, bro? You don't do that. Apparently, I don't want to chat about anyone, but apparently some girl, yeah, she missed half her classes, yeah, and she got 3 B's, while her predicted grades were meant to be like C's and that, and his predicted grades was A's. And in chemistry and biology, he got D's. Allow that, bro. Rip Mini Man, bro. Bun this grading system, man. Appeal, guys. And bro, this is bullshit. I'm sorry for swearing, but this pissed me off. Even my guy Mini Man, bro. Guys, go show him some love, man. Go subscribe to him. Let's get him to 200 subscribers tonight. I know this will be uploaded tomorrow, but tonight. No, wait. Well, today, because this will be uploaded tomorrow, and you'll think I recorded it tomorrow. But come on, guys, bro, this is bullshit. Anywho, thank you for listening to this. Anyway, this is what if Obito took Naruto Part 7 finale. Yes, this will be the last part. I did say on stream today that I will be finishing this, and we'll get straight into it. Jiraiya. Yes, Jiraiya is in front of Pain now, and Pain says, Jiraiya Sensei, so you're here, I see. I don't know what to do. Should I kill him? And then Nagato's like, if he gets in the way, I will kill him. And Konan's like, are you sure, Nagato? And Nagato's like, if he gets in the way, I don't want to kill him, but if he gets in the way of our plan, he shall suffer. This is for peace, Conan. You gotta understand. The peace Jiraiya Sensei seeks is not the peace that will ever come. This peace will never be here. Anywho, Jiraiya's like, Yahiko, what happened to you? And all the 6 paths of pains are there, and he's like, who are these lot? What's going on? And then Yahiko, Pain replies by saying, Jiraiya Sensei, it's been a while, hasn't it? I don't have much time to talk to you, so please, get out of my way and let me go. I need to go capture the 8 tails right now. So, please, move. And Jiraiya's like, I won't move anywhere. Yahiko, you tell me what happened to you. And why do you have Nagato's Rinnegan? No one except Nagato has the Rinnegan. Tell me. Yahiko then says, so be it. If you want war, you shall get war. And basically, all the 6 paths of pain actually attack Jiraiya. And Naruto and Itachi are like, no, we can't have this happen. This is the time. Naruto, we're gone. We're leaving the Akatsuki. Naruto and Itachi actually appear in front of the 6 paths of pains, while the Dio path actually jumped off afterwards. And they both say, fire style, great fireball, and they both, yes, Naruto has all 5 chocolate niches. I know it's been 2 weeks, a lot of you might have forgot about this, but anywho, Naruto and Itachi actually are about to destroy all 5 paths of pain, but then the absorbing one actually gets in the way fast enough and absorbs the fireballs. And Pain is like, what are you two doing? Get out of our way. You know we have to go capture the 8 tails now. And Itachi then replies, unfortunately, we've never been in the Akatsuki. We've always tried to avoid capturing tail beasts. Every time that we made a mistake, or we never have been able to capture one, it was all a plan. Now, Pain, or shall I say Nagato, you have no chance against us 3. So please, move out of our way. And then Pain says, oh really, you think I have no chance against you? Do you now, Itachi Uchiha? Tell me, do you think we have no chance? Itachi then replies by saying, yes, you don't have any chance, especially with my new eyes. You will not get past us. And then a fight begins with Naruto was already gathering sage chakra, well, nature energy, and he actually went into sage mode, same as Jiraiya. Remember, Jiraiya mastered it over time. Plama, anywho. Naruto has the flying Raijin and the and sage mode, so he's pretty overpowered. He'd be able to easily beat, and Pain and anywho. Naruto, Jiraiya, and Itachi succeed in destroying the Pains, and then Naruto actually uses reverse tracking jutsu, or his reverse tracking jutsu, to actually go to Pain. Not teleport. They use his reverse tracking jutsu to find Nagato, and they go to him, and of course Naruto and Jiraiya Takano jutsu him, and now basically Nagato is like, alright, I'm sorry, and Nagato decides to actually leave the Akatsuki as well. But as soon as this happens, Obito appears and takes both his Renegons this time. He actually knew something was up, something was sketchy, and he was ready to do anything. And he talked the two Renegons and whooped away, saying, I shall capture the 8 Tails myself with Kisame. Now I shall leave. And I don't think Kisame is in this wife, sorry. And he says, I shall leave now. And of course he leaves, and yeah, Nagato is left with no eyes, but of course he's healed. Well, he's gonna get healed soon, because we don't want Nagato to be blind forever. Anywho, Naruto says, we'll find a way to heal you, Nagato-san. Remember, he's like his older brother, and Conan's like his older sister. Remember, Naruto's been here from a really young age. And anywho, I'm cooking right now, 1 minute. Sorry. Anywho, Naruto and Jiraiya and of course Itachi actually take Nagato and Conan to the Leaf Village, where Jiraiya actually explains everything to Tsunade, and Tsunade says, alright, I trust them, but what do you need? And then they show that, Jiraiya explains what happened to Nagato, and Tsunade actually says, alright, I'll heal him myself. And then as soon as she says this, Tsuki actually came into the Hokage's office just to ask something to her teacher, and then she sees this, and Naruto's like, anywho, Jiraiya Sensei, I think we have to go to the 8 Tails. Remember, he's going to get captured. Let's go. And basically, as soon as this happens, Tsuki jumps on Naruto, says, you're not going anywhere. And Naruto's like, god damn it. And yeah, the shit. You know what I mean? Anywho, Naruto pleads with Tsuki, telling her, please let me go. I did nothing. I'm not here to attack anyone. Please just let me go. And Tsuki's like, no, you're not going anywhere. You're answering all my questions. Why are you here? What are you doing? And then she gets a pat on the back saying, Tsuki, you can go off him, it's fine. And then she sees her brother. Remember, she's Itachi's sister here, same as Sasuke's. And she's like, ha! You're here too? What? And Itachi's like, oh, I was right next to the door. As soon as you opened, I was pretty much hidden. And Tsuki's like, I didn't even see you. How you doing, brother? And yeah, they socialize a bit, and Naruto's like, thank you for saving me. She was gonna kill me. Anywho, then Naruto really took a serious tone, said, listen guys, we need to go. Me, Jiraiya Sensei, and Itachi, we have to go to help out the 8 Tails, or Obito is going to get him. And then well, not Obito, he doesn't know, well, he does, but he only says Toby, and he's like, Toby's going to get him if we don't save if we don't go help him. He's not an easy opponent to beat. He's a Kage level fighter. And remember, Obito, if he really tried, he could have took him any day. Anywho, Naruto and the rest actually head out to the Hidden Cloud, and they actually arrived there in a few days, and Obito is still recovering from actually transplanting a Sharingan into him. I mean a Rinnegan into him. He couldn't handle both, so he only took one, and he has the Kamyu and the Rinnegan. And of course, the Leaf Shinobi actually arrive at the Hidden Cloud, and they actually have a meeting with, well, they actually have a meeting. What the oh, bro, the damn motorcycle was pissing me off. Anywho, yeah, so they have a meeting with the Raikage, and the Raikage says, "What? The Akatsuki wants my brother? No way!" And just saying, Tsuki actually came along because she wanted to do a mission with Naruto for the first ever time, because you know she's a simp over Naruto, even though Naruto simps over her. You already know. In the dark, in the corner of his room, he has a photo of Tsuki on his phone. You know, doing the thing. I'm sure all of us boys will understand. You get me? Alright, cool. Anyway, of course, then basically they all head to Killer Bee, but by the time they actually arrive, Killer Bee's already in a fight, and he was about to get captured, but then A actually came in and helped out Killer Bee, and Obito's like, "This will do. It's not much, but it will be enough." And basically, he actually was able to cut off one of the Eight Tails' tentacles, and and he's going to just seal that one away. And he's still able to, since he still has, you know, whatchamacallit, the thing, yeah. I'm joking. The two brothers, Kinkaku and Ginkaku, yeah, they're still there. Goddamn. Right, it's so noisy today. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Anywho, he is just going to seal their bodies in the Gedo Mazu and revive the tentacles. But if 5 Kage Summit is actually asked for, and by this time, Sasuke is actually getting used to his new Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and he wants to kill Danzo because he knows about what really happened to his brother, and he thinks he's dead now. And now what happens is that he heads to the Leaf Village while Jiraiya and Might Guy actually head out with the Tsunade to the 5 Kage Summit. And yeah, Sasuke arrives, and Kakashi was actually left in charge of the Leaf Village. And once Sasuke actually arrives, he's actually met by Tsuki, who actually knows the Flying Raijin. Remember, Kyoya taught her. The people who watch this What If, who listen to this What If, like, at the beginning, like part 3, they will understand. Anywho, Naruto and Tsuki, Naruto actually arrived there at the same time as Tsuki. Naruto just followed her, even though he had to use body flicker, but he is pretty fast. Anyway, Itachi is there, then Danzo appears, and he's like, "Sasuke Uchiha, how dare you break into the village after becoming a rogue ninja?" And then Itachi was actually hiding because he wants to see how this goes, and if anything happens, he's just gonna come in the way. He doesn't really care about Danzo, and Tsuki's like, "You damn monster." And basically, Sasuke then says, "Danzo, I shall kill you, then the Leaf Elders, and then every single one of the Leaf villagers, and I will make them feel the pain my brother had to go through because of them." Itachi was about to intervene, but then Naruto spoke up saying, "Sasuke, if you want to kill Danzo, you can fight him outside the village. I don't want you to destroy this village, my beloved village. Village." And then basically Sasuke's like, "Shut up, Naruto! It's a thunderstorm. Haven't heard of thunderstorm in weeks." Anywho, let's continue. Sasuke's like, Naruto, you weren't even in the village when this happened. You were long gone. You left the village for the Akatsuki. You don't get to talk. You don't understand. This village is much worse than what you think it is." And then Naruto says, "Shut up, Sasuke. You haven't gone through the pain that I have. Do you know how much I've been hated by this village? I understand the pain you're going through. The pain that your brother had to go through to protect this village. You don't You don't understand anything, Naruto. You don't understand. My brother died because of this village. Now they shall suffer. And at this point in the story, Sasuke already has the eternal. Well, I mean, the Susanoo, the perfect Susanoo, and he actually uses his perfect Susanoo, and he has a sword, and he's about to annihilate the whole entire village in one slice, just like Madara did against the 5 Kage. But Naruto's like, I've had enough of this guy. And just saying, Naruto already had the key to his, his seal, the Kurama thing, yeah. And Kurama already respects him for being so strong. So he just opens it and said, so are you ready, Kurama? And Kurama's there, finally letting me out, kid. It's been a freaking 16 years. And Naruto's like, sharp already. Are you ready? This will be our first ever link. And at this moment, so Itachi actually arrives with this perfect Susanoo, same as Tsuki uses her perfect Susanoo, and same as Naruto uses his Kurama avatar. And what Naruto does is actually he punches away Sasuke outside the village, and Danzo's like, what the who is this? And Tsuki and Itachi actually went to Sasuke, while Naruto actually came down in KCM2 and said, do you think I'm going to let you go? And and as soon as this happened, Danzo got ready to fight Naruto and said, I shall kill you on the spot, Naruto Uzumaki. And by this time, Kakashi actually arrived. And what happened is that Naruto actually sliced off the Izanagi arm, and Danzo was like, what? How did you? And then he actually stabbed, Shisui's eye, the eye that Danzo had. He actually stabbed it with one of his kunais and said, alright, now that your Sharingans are out of the way, you're dead, Danzo. And what he does is that he does a Rasengan, and at this moment, Kakashi arrives and says, Naruto, is that you? What's wrong with you? Why are you orange? And as soon as as soon as Kakashi arrives, Naruto shoves his Rasengan. It was actually a a Storm Rasengan, a new technique I have created because you guys are like, oh, give Naruto Storm Release, and I'm like, let me try to make a new technique in this What If, and I will give Naruto Storm Release. I will make a What If. Anywho, he said, Naruto shouts out Storm Rasengan, and basically, as soon as he hits Danzo, he actually creates a ball around Danzo, which Danzo gets annihilated. It's like the effect of the Rasen Shuriken, but with the Vanishing Rasengan, which paralyzes him. And this is Water, Wind, and Lightning. I know it's not Water, Wind, and Lightning, I'm pretty sure, but Naruto put Water as well to amplify the amount of pain that the lightning will do. And then as soon as Danzo got out of it, his body was pretty much dead, and Naruto's like, you don't even deserve a burial. And what he does is that he does a fireball Rasengan, and then shoves it into Danzo's dead body, which it literally pulverizes him. And then Naruto's like, Kakashi Sensei, give me your arm. And Kakashi's like, what? And he teleports him, to the battlefield. And just saying, Jugo and them were actually in the Susanoo with Sasuke, and they were actually firing off both the Susanoos, and Sasuke's like, wait, explain please. And basically he didn't have a chance against two Susanoos, and then Naruto teleported there, seen the Titanic fight, and said, everyone stop it. And just saying, Tsuki was there, was actually fighting, while Itachi was actually trying to negotiate in the Susanoo. But then Naruto appeared, and he's already in his KCM2, and he used his Kurama avatar to actually stop the both from fighting, and said, how about you listen to your older brother, you two? Don't be a brat, Sasuke. And Tsuki, you know better than this. You shouldn't be doing this, you know that, right? And Tsuki's like, I'm sorry. And they all go off their Titanic forms, anywho. You know how big they are, anywho. Then Itachi explains everything, that he had to do this because he needed to leave the Akatsuki with Naruto to help him out, and because he thinks of Naruto like a little brother. And he still loves all three of them, and that's why he only did this. And now that Sasuke has the Eternal Monkey Sharingan, he not only does he have more power, but he doesn't need to worry about the drawbacks of the normal Mangekyo. And while this was happening, the 5 Kage Summit actually happened, and then basically Obito declared the war on the 5 great nations, and Kabuto actually, this bit is a bit similar, just that the 5 Kage Summit is not, it's just the ending. You know how Obito came with Sasuke, but this time he's alone with Zetsu, and he declares war and says that he will have an army of reanimations and they should get ready for this fight. And of course, the great shinobi finally used their brain cells and decided, hey, how about we work together? Like, that could be overpowered, don't you think? And plus, if you don't want to work together, and if we win the fight, because there's a high possibility we will lose, since the Akatsuki has 7 tailed beasts, but if we win, the Leaf will still be the strongest, since we have Might Guy, Taijutsu Specialist, has the 8 gates, Rock Lee, 8 gates, Kakashi, Sharingan, Sasuke Uchiha, Itachi Uchiha, Tsuki Uchiha, Eternal Mangekyo Sharingans, a Dojutsu only to have been unlocked by Madara Uchiha, and Naruto Uzumaki, the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. There is no way you guys can win. So Tsunade is actually being really cocky here, and then basically A is like, no, we shall not work together. We are the strongest. The Cloud shall win this war easily. And then Onoiki actually shut them both up and said, listen, I can pulverize both of yous right on the spot. So please shut up. There's only one way of winning this war. Especially if great shinobi are getting reanimated. Don't you think even Madara Uchiha could get reanimated? Think with your brains. You know how strong Madara Uchiha is. The first Hokage could take all of Madara on his own. But Madara is a scary foe. You guys don't know. You haven't experienced it. You're too young. You don't understand. This war is no joke. You've been through wars, haven't you? You should know. Especially if great shinobis from the past have been reanimated. It's not going to be easy. Even Kage level fighters, even Kages could get reanimated. Who knows? For all we know, they could reanimate the first and Madara Uchiha. The first Hokage could annihilate all of us. And adding Madara Uchiha on top of that, there is no way we can win this war if we don't work together. Do you understand now? Or do you want to get pulverized and I'll take over your villages? And then Tsunade is like, alright. And there's no way we can beat the grandfather if he gets reanimated. If we don't work together. I believe that we should. And Jiraiya's like, Tsunade, you idiot. How many times did I have to tell you, don't get cocky? And then Tsunade's like, I'm sorry. It was just the heat of the moment. And then A is like, oh, god damn it. Anywho, they start working together, and the 8 tails and the 9 tails, of course, have to be protected, right? But this time, Naruto is in the front lines with Killer B. Killer B and Naruto actually came to an understanding, since the last 2 Jinchuriki, they actually shouldn't be fighting together. But they decide that if the 2 Jinchurikis fight together, there's no way they can beat them. And especially because Naruto lets the 9 tails take over and say that even the 8 tails is stronger than all the other tailed beasts. And especially since there is still 1 Jinchuriki left, other than us, Gaara. He still has half of Shikaku, remember? So don't underestimate Shikaku. Even half of a tailed beast like me is more than enough to take on thousands of shinobi like you. So please don't underestimate me and 8. Of course he calls him 8. He doesn't want to call him by Gyuki. And then they're like, alright, we're sorry. So that's why Naruto and Killer B are in one little group. And Naruto says that he will have shadow clones in each group, in each platoon, and the war begins. This time Naruto doesn't join in late. He's actually in the same platoon as Tsuki, and Tsuki and Naruto actually tag team, same as Killer B. Killer B is actually trio teaming with them, and they're annihilating. Naruto knows a lot of sealing techniques, same as Tsuki, and Tsuki's a healer. So Tsuki can just heal on the spot, and she understands who they are, who the reals are, especially because Naruto's there. If she doesn't understand them, if she doesn't recognize the real one, even with the Mangekyo Sharingan, she'll be like, hey Naruto, which one's that? Yeah, you know what I mean. So the war keeps going until Naruto feels a strong presence, same as Gaara and Killer Bee. They all feel this presence, and Naruto's like, wait, I know this presence. It's the tail beasts. It's the Jinchuriki. And then basically Naruto and Killer Bee actually head to this presence, and of course they get met by the by the other Jinchuriki, and Naruto still saves the Four Tails on his own, and the Four Tails gives him some chakra, and in the end he's able to beat all the other ones, and they all give him some chakra. But then this was the breaking point of Kabuto and Obito, and Kabuto revived Madara, his strongest reanimation. He let him out, he let him have some fun, and Obito's like, I've had enough. I will revive the Ten Tails right now, and you guys shall feel pain. And just saying, Naruto's actually running low on chakra because of the amount of fighting he's done, and he actually teleports the both back to their platoon, and Tsuki's starting to heal him, but then Naruto gets a warning from his clone. His clone got annihilated first thing in the battlefield because he was the Nine Tails Jinchuriki's clone. Madara killed us straight away, and he's fighting the platoon where Gaara is. Luckily, Naruto has a seal on Gaara, and since they're pretty good friends here, he's like, alright, Tsuki, hey, Killer Bee, we're going. And Kakashi's in this platoon, something that I forgot to mention. Kakashi was actually taken over because Naruto was actually in charge of this platoon, and Kakashi was second in command. Now that Kakashi's left here alone with Guy, them two are taking on the 7 ninja swordsmen, and Naruto and just saying, Sai is still in this fight. Even though he's not the best of friends, he will still get changed by everyone, especially Ino. Anywho, Naruto arrives in the battlefield where Madara is, and as soon as he arrives, he sees a massive meteor, and he's like, nope. And what he does is that basically Tsuki, and just saying, Sasuke wasn't in this platoon. Sasuke was actually in the platoon nearest to the Gedomazu, and basically he's heading towards the Gedomazu because he just got summoned and it's glowing, same as Itachi and him are heading towards there, and they will get met by an amazing guy, you know, the Ten Tails. Anywho, the 5 Kage weren't there yet, and what happened, Tsuki actually used her Tsuki has 2 weapons. She has the a blade that can seal. It's similar to the Totsuka blade, but it actually seals chakra, but it's way more powerful than the Totsuka blade. It does way more damage. Tsuki has a blade, while and in her other arm she has a bow and arrow. Yes, she has arrows on you know, the Susanoo, not her. And she first did the arrow thing, you know, Robin Hood style. Kinda annihilates most of the first one, and then basically Killer Bee actually destroyed it with the tail beast bomb while Naruto was getting ready. But then he's like, wow, you finished them? And Tsuki's like, alright, here's the dangerous one. And then Madara's like, you handled one easily, but can you handle the second one? After all, you have the Susanoo. You seem pretty strong. Go on, show me your true strength, Miss Uchiha. And Tsuki took this as a challenge, and Naruto's like, wait, let me help you. And basically what happened is that Naruto, because this meteor was a meteor, a massive boulder, a rock thrown from God. I'm joking. Yeah, whatever. The meteorite was falling towards them, and Naruto used his Chroma avatar, and him and Tsuki actually fused the Susanoo and the Chroma avatar, and the Chroma avatar had basically a pink Susanoo armor, even though I'll put the Sasuke one, so unfortunately I can't find the pink one unless I can get someone to recolor it for me, whatever. lazy wizard, I'm coming to you. I'm joking. Anywho, Naruto and Tsuki have a sword and arrows and a bow. But of course, Naruto uses a sword, and what happens here is that once they slice the meteorite in half, Naruto is not done. He actually creates a tail beast bomb, which actually destroys both the halves, and then the 5 Kage arrive. Well, the other 4 Kage arrive, and they say, "You guys go back to your platoons. We'll handle Madara. Go!" And basically, they realize that they have to go. And Naruto, well, Tsuki actually, since she has a bit more chakra left, and she hasn't used much, not as much as Naruto, since he was using shadow clones all over the platoons, and most of the Zetsu are destroyed. Now it's just Madara and Obito. Naruto is getting healed, but then there is a massive earthquake, and it's the Ten Tails. The Ten Tails got the Ten Tails got revived, and there was a catalyst which Sasuke and Itachi kind of got thrown off the course of going there, and they were actually falling to the ground, and they fell with their Susanoo, of course. Naruto was actually pretty much healing faster here, since not only is he gathering nature energy to actually replace his chakra faster, but Tsuki is actually healing him at the same time. And as soon as they hear this, Naruto's like, "There's no time, we have to go there. There's something wrong." And basically he teleports there as soon as the catalyst is done, and he sees the Ten Tails, and he's like, "Kurama, who is this?" And basically then Kurama explains that they're in big trouble. Not only Madara has arrived, but now even the Ten Tails is here. And then basically Sasuke and Itachi arrive, same as Guy and Kakashi, and they all ask what's happening. And then Killer B actually, Naruto explains this, since here Naruto's a lot smarter, and he's like, we're in big trouble, guys. I have no words. And then they're like, "What is this?" And then he's like, "This is the Ten Tails. It's the tail beast that the Akatsuki were trying to revive this whole time. That's why they needed all 9 tailed beasts. But how? They didn't have the 9 tails. They didn't have the Kurama or Gyuki. How? Just how?" And then basically Gyuki's like, "Wait, when we were fighting the masked man, he actually took one of my tentacles. He was able to cut it and seal it somewhere in a scroll, I think." And then Naruto's like, "But then how did he get the 9 tails? There's no way the 9 tails couldn't have had. No, Kurama did not lose a tail. How did this happen?" And then basically Kurama then recalls an event that happened a bit before the Second Great Ninja War, where the second Hokage died. Before that, anywho, what happened is that apparently Kinkaku and Kinkaku tried to fight him, and he ate them alive, and the only way they escaped is by eating him alive, and he actually spat them out. And I think, and basically after that they actually got a bit of the Nine Tails flesh actually became part of them, and they were able to go into a tail beast form, something like Naruto's cloak. And he believes it was up to 6 or 4 tails, and they were pretty overpowered, to be honest. And they had and probably they got sealed inside of it, their DNA, and that's how he was able to revive it. But that's not the important bit now. It's how they're going to seal it again. And then basically Nagato is blind here, so he wasn't in the war. Conan wanted to really didn't want to go into the war, so she didn't. Even though Nagato is like, "You should go, Conan, you'd be a real good help." But then Conan's like, "I can't leave you. No, I can't lose you either. No." And basically Conan asks Nagato, shit. Anywho, Naruto will give his eyes back. Anywho, Naruto decides there's no point of there's no point of being scared. We have to fight it. There's no way we can just stand here. A miracle is not gonna happen. And basically, since Orochimaru is not revived here, and just saying, the reanimation jutsu is still not undone, and people are still fighting it, and just saying, there is someone that's going to go stop it, and it's actually a clone of Itachi and a clone of Sasuke. They're actually going there to stop this, and basically by this time the originals are starting to fight, and as soon as the reanimation jutsu gets stopped, basically then Madara is about to go, but he somehow he actually undoes the reanimation jutsu from the beginning, so he won't be his reanimation won't be undone because he's not being controlled by Kabuto anymore. Anywho, Kabuto gets destroyed, and Itachi didn't use the Izanagi here. He literally made, well, the two clones were so strong that Kabuto decided, no, I can't do this anymore. Please, don't kill me. I'll undo it. And then Sasuke, since they can feel what's going down, they can feel an immense amount of chakra. Sasuke's like, wait, can you revive Orochimaru? And then he's like, yeah. And then basically, he uses, you know how Uncle was there. They use her curse mark to actually revive Orochimaru. And then Sasuke's like, Orochimaru, you were doing some research on this Reaper Death Seal, right? And you told me that the first, third, second, and fourth Hokage was sealed away inside its belly. Did you? And Orochimaru's like, yes, Sasuke. So what do you want? What do you want to know? Anything from you, for you, Sasuke Uchiha? And then he's like, did you find a way to undo the seal? And then Orochimaru is like, of course I did. I spent years researching that jutsu. Then I finally came to an understanding of it. But we have to go to the Uzumaki temple. And basically they go there while the fight is still raging. And now the Shinobi Alliance against the Ten Tails. The Kage got annihilated. Now, and of course, Obito is fighting Kakashi. And a bit is similar here until basically the clones disappear. And Sasuke and Itachi get the information. And they're like, hey, the four Kage are coming, and then Naruto's like, wait, what? And as soon as Naruto's out of chakra, so here Sakura is a healer too, just saying, and she's fighting in the front. Well, she's a healer still, and she's using Katsuyu to actually heal people, and Naruto's getting healed by Tsuki. And as soon as basically the Tentacles was about to do a tail beast bomb, Shikamaru still comes up with the same plan. But in the end, they fail, and Minato arrives. Here, the fight is different now. Naruto is now ready to fight, and Tsuki is in it. Now, Team 7 doesn't really exist, so there is no... The original Team 7 doesn't exist. So, Naruto's like, alright then, let's fight, guys. And basically, the Kage still do the full Crimson Formation technique, and they all start fighting. And Naruto makes quick work of the underlings of the Ten Tails, and then basically him, Naruto, Itachi, and Shisui, Tsuki, man said Shisui, they all try to actually destroy the Ten Tails, but as soon as they try, it doesn't work, and Naruto's like, god damn it, why isn't it working? Why our attack's not affecting it? And then basically, then what's the name? Obito appears with a hole in his chest, and he absorbs the Ten Tails, while Madara is still fighting Hashirama's clones, and he becomes the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, and Naruto is shook to his core, because the Ten Tails was already hard to beat, and a Jinchuriki, as soon as a tail beast is working with this Jinchuriki, they become exponentially stronger. And since even the Ten Tails without working with Obito just using its power, or the Ten Tails using Obito's body, he could annihilate them easily, bro. There was no chance of them winning now. And they still try fighting, and Naruto still finds out about the Sage Mode, working on against it with Tobirama. And then Tsuki's like, really? Alright then, this is something I've been holding back. And Tsuki goes into her Toad Sage Mode too. Remember, she has the Toad Summoning even though she's a healer. And them two fight together with their Susanoo, while Itachi and Sasuke were kind of left behind. But then Jiraiya appears. Jiraiya wasn't in the fight with the Kage, and he's like, you guys need help? Alright, I'll provide you with nature energy. You to use your Susanoos together. After all, if Naruto and Tsuki can use theirs together, even though Naruto doesn't have a Susanoo, it's probably possible that you two brothers can do it too. And then they try, and it actually works. And Then Minato's like, let me try this then, and he goes into Sage mode with his KCM. Remember, he has KCM here, and they all fight together, and it's working. They actually extract the tail beasts, and Obito is annihilated, and of course Madara then actually gets revived because Obito got controlled by Zetsu. Here a bit is similar, but now it's where the changes really happen, and Naruto is like, what's going on? And as soon as basically all the tail beasts are sucked into the Gedomazu again, and Naruto's nine tails got extracted from him. This time Naruto met the well, of course it's kind of similar until he wakes up, so we'll have a bit of a skip. Of course Might Guy still goes all out and kinda annihilates Madara, but at the same time annihilates himself. But he tried his best, and it kinda worked, but it kinda didn't work. It was a win-loss situation, because in the end it didn't work properly. And then basically as soon as Madara was ready to kill all of them, even Might Guy, Naruto appeared, and just saying, Tsuki was actually healing Naruto this time, and she was crying like, Naruto no, and basically just saying Shikaku, half of Shikaku is still left, and Gaara still tries using the Sand Mausoleum. I think that's how you say it, whatever. Gaara still tries, but it flops, and he's literally out of chakra, and the only thing he could really do is just carry Naruto. But then Naruto woke up and just saying, Sasuke woke up with his Rinnegan too, but Tsuki really does have a Rinnegan here. But there is something that will change. But anywho, Tsuki will not have a Rinnegan. I'm not gonna make her overpowered. Anywho, she will still be an asset though. So Naruto and Sasuke start fighting, and Naruto's a lot exponentially stronger than Sasuke. Not only is he way stronger than him from the get-go, but now that even with Sasuke having the Rinne Sharingan, it's impossible for him to beat beat Naruto because of his 6-pack Sage mode, because that's so overpowered. Anywho, universal understanding. Anywho, Naruto actually never loses his his true Seeker orbs, and what happens is that Naruto actually got a different ability, something he was actually trying to learn himself with his Sage mode, and it's a different ability that I created myself. It's actually him. It's like spirit control, but with Sage mode. Naruto every time he gets a hit on Madara, he absorbs some of his chakra, the Tento's chakra. He absorbs bit by bit, and Naruto's getting stronger and stronger, and he makes it into his own chakra, and this increases his ability to use true Seeker orbs, and eventually he gets so much of it that he can actually regenerate them. Yes, I wanted Naruto to get this head. Madara knows he's going to lose this, and he actually, this time Naruto doesn't even cut down God Tree. Madara literally just absorbs it before Naruto could even get to cut it, because Naruto wasn't thinking of it yet, because the God Tree really wasn't the threat here. It was mostly Madara, and Naruto really didn't want to cut the God Tree at first. It was actually to send Madara away, but he actually expanded the Rasengan and cut the God Tree. Anywho, Madara then casts the Infinite Tsukuyomi, and Naruto is about to get hit by it, but there is something that changed. Naruto's eye changed. Naruto absorbed so much of that Tento's chakra that one of his eyes, his left eye, changed into the Rinnegan. The Rinne Sharingan, in fact. And Naruto's like, wait, what? Why am I not getting affected by this? Of course, Sasuke still pulled him in and covered Kakashi, Obito, Naruto, Tsuki, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, Itachi got hit by the Infinite Tsukuyomi. He was too far away from them, and Sasuke couldn't save him, but he's like, I'll save you, brother. And Tsuki's like, brother, no. And then basically they all question Naruto, and Naruto's like, I don't know either. I can feel this power, but I'm not sure, and I have more of it. Don't know what to do with it. And basically Tsuki's like, wait, Madara, he's come to the ground, And basically now they all get ready to fight. And Tsuki's like, you damn monster, what'd you do to my brother? And basically she was pretty angry. And then Naruto's like, no Tsuki, don't. And basically he wasn't fast enough, even though he should be. Tsuki actually Naruto wasn't reacting fast enough because he wasn't used to this eye and he wasn't really paying attention. He only heard her and he thought she was just screaming, but he didn't really think she would actually attack. As soon as Tsuki actually got attacked, she got stabbed by one of those, rods that Madara can do. And just saying, Madara has both Rinnegan now. Obito is left with just one Sharingan. Both Sharingans, because remember how he put his other eye in, and he actually gave the Sharingan Kakashi had back to Kakashi in the seasonal. And Naruto actually he will give them both a new eye. Especially Kakashi will have both the Sharingans. This is what's gonna happen. A bit of spoiler, but it will happen soon. Anywho, Naruto is now following. Tsuki actually gets stabbed, and Naruto actually comes in the way with a flying Raijin, and he's about to shove a Rasengan into Madara's face and actually decapitate him straight away because he's strong enough right now. He's strong enough to take Kaguya on his own. Not really, but put up a much better fight and actually hurt Kaguya to an extent that she will be immobile. Well, technically stronger than her. Anywho, Naruto comes in the way, takes Tsuki and teleports back. And what he does is that he actually heals Tsuki with his, his seal. But then as soon as Tsuki wakes up, one of her eyes actually turned into the Rinnegan, not the Rinne Sharingan. Naruto really didn't have enough chakra for that, but he turned into the Rinnegan. And she's like, wait, what? What is this? And Naruto's like, I don't know. It's the technique I was using. I think I absorbed a lot of the tentacle's chakra, which gave me the ability to do this. And then basically Naruto looks at Obito and basically tells him to come over. And Madara's like, what is he doing? And Zetsu's like, I'm not sure, but it's sketchy. And then as soon as Naruto gives Obito a new eye, Obito's like, Kakashi, wait, Naruto, let me give this eye to Kakashi so you can regenerate another one. So it will be better. You can fight Madara in a much better way like this. And basically Naruto gives them more chakra. And this actually created enough chakra for Naruto. Because Naruto was healing Kakashi's eye at the same time. And he was actually giving him some of the sage, some of the tentacles chakra. I'm making everyone overpowered. Because this will be a banger. How it will end, there will be a lot of overpowered people. Kakashi and Obito are able to use two different Susanos, the same color though, but they're still able to use the two Susanos, the same one, the Kami one. But then Zetsu betrays Madara as soon as Madara starts talking that he's the god of this world now, and Kaguya gets revived, and Kaguya teleports all of them into a different dimension. It's basically the same team, just without Sakura and with Tsuki. Anywho, they start their fight, and Naruto is actually taking the lead, and Sasuke is in the fight. Everyone's pretty much fighting here, because Sasuke is about to get warped away, but what Naruto does is that he holds on to him and actually pulls him back. And Naruto doesn't really know how to use the Rinnegan yet. He only knows the basic abilities, but he knows he must have an ability of his own, and he does. His ability is much different than others. It's more like the Sage of Six Paths one, where he could actually see movements ahead. He can see what people... It's like full sight, but it's only for a brief amount of time. And the max he can do, even while trained, the max he can do is a second. But it takes a lot of chakra, and it's pretty overpowered, because he can tell what other people are doing. I know it's not the best ability, but Tsuki's one's different. Tsuki's one's long range healing, just by looking at people. Anywho, Naruto is actually able to see Kaguya's next moves. That's how he's able to actually pull Sasuke away from where Kaguya was about to pull him away from. And Kaguya, when she does it, she's like, wait, what? How did you know? And Naruto's like, huh. And basically, then he sees her next move, where she tries to actually fire off two rods at Tsuki and Sasuke. So it's just the other three, Naruto, Kakashi and Obito. But then Naruto's like, no you don't. And basically what he does is that he teleports. Well, he throws a kunai and teleports in front of Kaguya and shoves the Rasengan in her face, even though he does pretty much nothing, because Kaguya is pretty overpowered right now. Her defenses are on point. Naruto's not really try-harding. Anywho, Kakashi and Obito have had enough, and they're like, we're being too useless. And together, they're actually able to summon both two Susanos. I know it's kind of mad how they can use both of the same one, but don't ask me how. It's plot armor. I want to end this what if in a high note, a really different note. I know it's completely different. Like, you guys weren't expecting this. I know it's kind of similar, just that there's two Susanos. Naruto has a Sharingan with a different technique that no one's ever heard of. I mean, Tsuki got a Rinnegan just by Naruto healing her, and Kaguya is about to get annihilated because Naruto has 9 true secret orbs, which he can use to make weapons, and he actually does use them against Kaguya, especially when she attacks with her rods. You know, the dust creating whatever, the ones that turn you into dust. Anywho, Naruto, Kakashi, Tsuki, and Obito actually do a tag team attack, and then Sasuke actually comes in with a kind of similar technique to the Indra's arrow, just that it's lightning. It's basically a weaker version of the Indra's arrow, and he still calls it Indra's arrow, of course. I'm joking. He doesn't. It's just a normal Susanoo arrow, just engulfed with lightning. It's not the Indra's arrow yet. Anywho, Naruto then says, alright, let me pull the tail beast out of her, and he's able to do it. But then Kaguya still lets out her rabbit, and Naruto basically is like no more, and he's able to destroy the rabbit, and Kaguya decides to seal all of them away. But then Tsuki actually teleports behind her because there was a kunai behind her. Tsuki actually planned this all ahead. And remember, Tsuki has all the all the Rinnegan abilities. And then basically Naruto's like, alright, let's do the Sasuke. And Sasuke's like, teleports to the kunai too with his... He actually switches places with Tsuki. That's what I meant. Sorry guys, I read the script wrong. And he's actually holding Kaguya from the back. And Kaguya was about to kind of annihilate him. But then Naruto saw this and he's like, I need to be faster. And basically he actually teleports there as well, because Naruto actually left a sealing formula on Kaguya when he shoved the Rasengan. But it was a different Rasengan. It was actually on her side. And they both are able to seal Kaguya away. And then basically Naruto doesn't forget about Zetsu and throws him into that. And here, the fight is kind of different. There is no final valley fight, because there's no point of it. Well, of course, Naruto and Sasuke actually get teleported back. Well, everyone gets teleported back by the Sage of Six Paths. They all meet him. Tsuki is kind of stoked that she gets to meet the Sage of Six Paths. And the Sage is like, I guess Naruto, he let you get him. Well, Naruto created you a Rinnegan. And Naruto's like, I don't know how I did it. And then the Sage of Six Paths explains it properly, that his technique was actually a really good one. And it's a good thing that he actually learnt it. Because look at now, there's multiple Rinnegan users, but there's something that he needs to remember, is that with great power, they all have to remember this, with great power comes great responsibility. There's 3 Rinnegan users, and there's pretty much 2, and there's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Eternal Monkey Sharingan users. Even though Kakashi and Obito are not eternal, the normal, but thanks to the amount of Sage of Six Path powers they got from Naruto, it's more than enough to keep their eyes normal, and it doesn't hurt them, and they can use the Eternal Monkey. They can use the Eternal Monkey Sharingan abilities. Don't ask me how. It is what it is. Anywho, since there will be no final valley fight, since Sasuke is actually not the revolutionary, and Sasuke's dream wasn't revolution. He was like, I just want to live with my family. I want to revive my clan and live a happy life. That's all I want. And basically Naruto's like, I just want to save the Shinobi Alliance, Shinobi world, and live with my beloved. And basically he doesn't really want to become Hokage, but he will become Hokage eventually. Anywho, everyone gets goes back. Sasuke really doesn't go to jail, but Kakashi becomes the sixth Hokage, and Obito goes to jail here. Of course, Kakashi bails him out, since Obito actually played a big role against Kaguya, same as Kakashi, because Kakashi, Obito, and Naruto were the ones to actually destroy the rabbit, thanks to the Kami shurikens and the Naruto's Rasen shuriken. Anywho, Kakashi wants to give the sixth Hokage role to Obito, but Obito doesn't accept it, and it's like, my friend, I'd rather be the shadow Hokage of this village, just like Itachi was for the third and the fifth. Well, not really the fifth, for the third. I'll be the shadow Hokage for the sixth. So, it's fair. I won't get the fame that I really wanted as a kid, but I don't really want it now. But thank you for the offer. And basically, that's where I'm going to end off. A few years pass, Naruto gets married, and a kid with a Rinnegan is born. Well, I'm joking. I'm not going to say anything about Boruto, because I might remake Boruto. Well, with this What If, because I really enjoyed making the last part. It's something that I've been planning for 2 weeks, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Anywho, please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs here. Subscribe to Ratreet of Miniman123, and come on, let's up to Miniman. Let's get him to 200 subs. He really doesn't deserve those grades, man. He deserved way better grades, man. It's unfair. It's actually unfair. This grading system is bullshit. I'm sorry if I swear at the beginning and at the end, but it just pisses me off. It's unfair. It's not fair at all. Bullshit, man. Anywho, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and join my Discord server, link in the description below. This was the King of Weebs here. I hope you all stay safe. Hope you all have a great day, and peace.